Hi, I'm Kayla D'Onofrio. Welcome to CCK Live in Under 5. Today I'm going to be talking about how a 70% PTSD rating can get you to a 100% combined rating. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health condition that can occur in someone who's experienced a traumatic event. A lot of veterans do experience PTSD stemming from their military service. Symptoms that are associated with PTSD can often be very debilitating and have a really negative impact on a person's daily life. When VA is rating PTSD, generally speaking, the more severe your symptoms are, the higher the disability rating is going to be. VA will use a general rating formula for mental disorders. And what that basically means is that pretty much any mental disorder is going to be rated on the same scale under the same criteria. That rating scale does range from 0 going all the way up to 100%. And again, sort of the more severe, the more frequent, the longer lasting those symptoms are, the higher the rating is going to be on that scale. If you get a decision and you feel that VA has rated you too low, you can submit a claim for an increased rating. You can submit some additional evidence with that claim, but you can submit a new claim to try to get the rating up. If you're within the appeal window for a decision, so typically within 1 year of a decision that assigns you a rating, you can file an appeal of that without having to file a new claim, and you can kind of keep that claim open and pending. Another option is you can also try filing for TDIU. And basically what that would mean is that if you can prove that your PTSD, let's say it's rated at 70%, prevents you from working, you may qualify for TDIU, which is a benefit that would compensate you with the 100% rate without your combined rating actually being 100%. So it can be extremely helpful for veterans to go for this benefit because sometimes getting up on those higher end of the rating criteria can be a difficult threshold to meet. Some helpful information that you can submit would be medical evidence. So if you have any sort of medical evidence that shows that your PTSD was underevaluated, you have symptoms that sort of meet that next higher criteria, private medical opinions can be helpful in this instance. And also attending C&P exams when they are scheduled. They do specifically look out for these types of symptoms on the rating criteria. Lay statements can also be very helpful. Having a veteran attest to the symptoms that they experience on a regular basis, how severe those symptoms are, and how they really affect them from functioning in social and occupational settings. Also, getting statements from people who are familiar with the veteran situation can be helpful, someone who can attest to those symptoms on a regular basis. When you're submitting this evidence and you're trying to get that increased rating, it can be really helpful to highlight the specific symptoms from PTSD's rating criteria. VA will often make the mistake of denying a higher rating because a veteran doesn't have every single symptom that's listed on a particular rating on that scale. Each of the ratings does have a pretty extensive list of symptoms that are associated with it, but that list is really only meant to be examples of the symptoms and the severity and the frequency. It's not meant to be an exhaustive list. So you don't have to have every symptom that's listed there, and you can definitely point that out to VA if they are denying you for that reason. Another way to get your combined rating up is to consider filing for secondary service connection. PTSD can cause other conditions to develop. One of the common ones that we would see would be something like sleep apnea. If you do have a condition that you believe is related to your PTSD, you can try filing for secondary service connection to help get your overall combined rating up. It can be really difficult to kind of prove that you do meet the next higher threshold, and it can be a really long and difficult process. So I would advise seeking help from an accredited representative, a veteran service organization, or an attorney if you are, concerned about the process or you do have any questions. For more information on PTSD, secondary service connection, or TDIU, head over to our blog at cck-law.com and check out our other longer form videos on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on social media for any updates on veteran-related news.